you lift your third and your second finger. So all you should have down is the whisper key and your first finger. Okay? And when you lift your hand, make sure you're keeping your fingers close to the bassoon, because if you need to switch notes, you're going to want your fingers close so you can go back to it. Mm-hmm. So let's try and play an E. Okay, let's play a D again. Okay. Alright, and then the last note we're going to learn is an F. And the F, you just use the whisper key. Okay, so let's see if we can play those 4 notes. So let's start on a C. Okay, D, E, and F. Okay, so there are pretty much your most 4 basic notes on a bassoon. Okay, so we actually don't have enough time to do any more lines. Let's see if we can just pick one that's not too hard. Alright, let's just do this one. This one is all slurred, so we can work on your airstream a little bit, because the tonguing we'll have to spend a little more time working on later. Okay, so
C
let's do number
3.
5. Yes.
And D is 1 and 2.
Yes.
Okay.
And always have the whisper key for these. Okay, so we'll take this slow. Let's just do line 5. Let's actually just play the first 3 measures.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, that's pretty good. So let's try the next 3 measures. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, just make sure you're keeping consistent time. Your fingers, just make sure they're moving almost like mechanically. You don't want it to be too like forced, but make sure that they're moving really rhythmically. Okay, and let's play the last 3 measures. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play.
Sorry.
That's okay. Let's just try it again. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay. So, I mean, you have a pretty good sound for your first time playing, and there are a lot of things we could work on. I mean, we could work on articulation, we could work on keeping a steady airstream and everything. So, these are all things that can be practiced in the future. But since we're pretty much out of time, let's go through the disassembly of the instrument. Okay? So the first thing you're going to do is take off the reed. Now, turn the reed over. Like, put the back of the reed in your mouth and blow. And that'll get the water out. Okay? And then just kind of put it back in its case. And that's it for the reed. Then the next thing you should take off should be the bocal. Okay, just very gently pull that out by the curve. And then that goes in the case right here. And then these, if you put these on, that's so that it doesn't move around in the case. Okay, the next thing you should do is take off the bell, holding that key.
Here?
Yep. So just holding that and just pull the bell off. You can pull on it a little. It's a pretty durable instrument. Alright, then that goes in the case just like that. It might be easier if you set it on the floor too to take it apart. You don't have to keep it in the seat strap. Alright, the next thing you're going to do is disengage the locking mechanism. So that actually has to be pulled up and rested on there so that it's out. So you can take the boot joint off now. Yep, hold at the base and then just kind of twist, wiggle it out a little bit. Okay. Then that can go in the case. Goes in the case like this. Okay? Because if you see, the whole open part will line up again. Yeah. So the next thing you want to do is take out the wing joint.
Where is there a good place to hold it?
That's fine. Alright, so then you have to swab. So, yeah, just make sure that you don't drop that. I mean, there's not really a great way to hold it because you want to keep it upright so the water doesn't move. So start with this. You have to be very careful with this because you don't want these to get stuck in the instrument. So go ahead. And then when it comes out the bottom, just very gently pull. And if it feels like it gets stuck, stop pulling so that we can pull it back out from the other end.
Is it supposed to go all the way through, though?
Yes. It's supposed to just go all the way through. Okay. Then that can go in the case.
Like this?
Yes. Just like that. Alright. And then for this one, you're going to want to start by putting the metal end into the larger hole.
Okay.
So just kind of drop that in there. And then as you let it go, you'll feel it hit the bottom. Then what you have to do is you have to turn it and kind of shake it a little, and then turn it this way so that it comes out the other end.
That same thing?
Yes.
And this goes back?
Yep, that goes in just like this.
Like that?
You should have the logo up in this specific case. Then you just kind of wrap the swab back up, put it back in the case where it goes. Then you take the seat strap out from under you. Just kind of roll that back up and put it back in the spot on the case. And that's it. So, alright, I guess we're done.